Beloved American animation company Funimation is finally shutting down and merging with Crunchyroll, and unfortunately this means a lot of users are going to be stuck spending more money and losing some of their content. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. Hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and there is an awesome plan for your life. Funimation was bought out by Crunchyroll a while back, and we've all known that it was eventually gonna close its doors, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that was kind of saddened by this. I don't know, Funimation just seems like it's a name that is synonymous with anime for me growing up in America, and specifically growing up in Texas, where Funimation is based. A lot of the anime that I grew up watching, a lot of the times that I would go wait in line at Best Buy to pick up the new volume of Blue Gender or the new Dragon Ball Z movie and see that it was made by Funimation, and you get that Funimation, you should be watching. Funimation, you should be watching. That would pop up. It's very nostalgic for me, and it was sad to see that Funimation was closing down, but what better company to absorb it than Crunchyroll? It's become a platform that many of us watch anime on for a lot of our anime, viewing needs. And to see Funimation merge with them was something that, for one, I was a little ambivalent on, but it was sad to see it go. But now we are officially going to see Funimation close and merge with Crunchyroll on April 2nd of 2024 this year. And there's a few things about it that honestly are kind of unfortunate, like people losing some of the media that they had on Funimation and losing their digital media, and it opens the doors to conversations about an age where we have our Apple TVs and our PlayStation 4s and our Xboxes and our iPhones, and it's just so easy to grab your iTunes and buy the next show that you want or the next movie that you want, and it's on your phone, and you don't really own that video, you don't really own that game. It's just a digital copy that can be taken away from you. And like a lot of people merging or being forcefully merged from Funimation over to Crunchyroll are finding out. And this isn't anything against Crunchyroll. Again, I love Crunchyroll. It's just the part of the times that honestly sucks. And you will see, if you see behind me, I am a fan and a believer in physical media. I have purchased a few digital movies and stuff here and there for when I'm traveling to conventions. Maybe I want a movie for the plane, so on and so forth. But I am predominantly a fan of physical media. You can see right here, this is a small portion of my childhood anime collection. We got right here one of my absolute favorite anime growing up, Blue Gender, right? Boom, Blue Gender. What's that say right there on the back? Funimation. I remember waiting in line at Best Buys to get these when they came out. For reasons like we're about to talk about, I think it's really smart to buy the DVDs. If there's an anime season that you really, really love or an anime show that you really, really enjoy, buy the actual box set if you can afford it to do so. Because when things like this happen, nobody can take it away from you. Unless they come to your house and take it from you, nobody can actually take that anime, that media, that game away from you, like we're gonna see is about to happen to some people that are porting from Funimation to Crunchyroll. So even on the Crunchyroll's kind of FAQ site about all of this, you can see them saying that basically some people are going to lose some of their digital media. Look at this right here. It says, please note that Crunchyroll does not currently support Funimation digital copies, which means that access to previously available digital copies will not be supported. However, we are continuously working to enhance content offerings to provide you with exceptional anime streaming service, yada, yada, yada. What does that mean? That means there was a lot of DVDs and seasons and things like that and Blu-rays and what have you that people could buy. You could go and buy the new Blu-ray and then get it, and then there was a way to redeem a digital copy of that movie or that anime that you just bought and store it on your Funimation account, and then you don't necessarily need the DVD. You could give the DVD away, you could sell it, you could do whatever you needed to do with it, and you would have that digital copy that was through Funimation. Well, those are not porting over to Crunchyroll, unfortunately. Those are going to be lost, and I know a lot of people had extensive collections of anime in that digital space, and that's just gonna be gone. And what's really sad about this is, yes, a lot of the times we're watching shows and we're streaming it on Crunchyroll or HDive or Amazon or Netflix or Hulu or whatever the case may be. But what's really sad is sometimes people don't have internet. Sometimes you just want to be able to, watch what you want to watch, and you want to have your physical copy or whatever the case may be. And so for these people that Funimation is porting over to Crunchyroll, they're going to lose all of these shows that they have digitally saved. And I think honestly, that's kind of a bummer. I'm hoping that Crunchyroll will make a solution, will figure something out for these people rather than just saying this is lost. But there's really nothing that can be done about it, right? You can kind of move forward and you can look at this and be like, well, that's just the way it's going to be and there's nothing I can do about it. Or you can do what we all used to do like 22 years ago, when I really started getting heavy into anime. Anybody old enough to remember programs called Napster and LimeWire? Yeah, we used to pirate anime, right? I'm not saying that was right. I remember pirating the entire season of Death Note and being like, what is this? This is weird. I'm not sure what's going on with this. And sitting in front of my computer and just watching it all the way through, and then falling in love with Death Note because I pirated it. I'm sure some people are gonna think of that being a more viable option now, as we have Hulu with anime exclusives. We have Crunchyroll with tons of anime exclusives. We have Amazon with anime exclusives now. We have HDive with anime exclusives. We have Netflix with anime exclusives. Am I missing any? I'm sure I'm missing any. But now you have to have all these different streaming platforms in order to watch all these different things. Besides the fact that you have to have all these different platforms to watch them, all of these platforms are getting more expensive, believe it or not. People that are porting over from Funimation to Crunchyroll are going to be seeing price increases likely, especially people that were grandfathered in to lower prices. You can see right here where people are quoted that they were paying $54.99 a year. Now they're going to be paying $99.99 a year. Their subscription cost is doubling, and some of those people that are grandfathered, and probably a vast majority of those people that are grandfathered into that account, are going to have digital media that they downloaded or redeemed from Funimation exclusive, offers off of Blu-rays that they're going to lose. So these people are going to be paying more and getting less, which is really unfortunate. And this seems to be a common trend with a lot of these streaming services, okay? Again, I'm going to show my age here. Anybody old enough to remember when Hulu was free? You just had ads with Hulu. And if you didn't want ads with Hulu, well, you paid and then you had Hulu with no ads. Well, then it changed to where you could pay a lower price to get Hulu with ads and a higher price to get Hulu with no ads. And then those just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And now it's like $15 a month or something to get Hulu with no ads. And then now, anybody remember when Netflix was DVDs? You mailed them in, you actually got a DVD in the mail? Are you old enough to sound off in the comments below if you're old enough to remember that it actually sent off and got anime mailed to you in DVDs? Well, now Netflix is predominantly streaming, and there's one price that you pay, but if you want to have no ads, now you have to pay another price. And so we just lowered it down to, okay, we're gonna take the lower price with ads. And what, lo and behold, not only do you have to have an ad before everything that you watch, which is fine, there's certain things that you don't have access to anymore on Netflix because you don't have the premium no ads version. And then you've got the Amazon and HDive and all these other platforms. And what we're seeing here, and I'm ranting and I apologize, is we're seeing a trend of streaming services taking over everything. And as anime fans, we predominantly are watching our anime via streaming services, and these streaming services costing more and offering us less. And the whole purpose of streaming services was to make it to where with cable, you didn't have to pay this big price to get all these things that you didn't want. You could pay a little price here. Well, now it's getting to be where it's like, I take all of these streaming services put together and you're paying $150 a month. Well, it'd be easier just to pay cable, AT&T or Dish Network or whatever, one price and get access to everything. It's all cyclical. It's all gonna go back in a circle. On the whole, I don't think this is necessarily bad news. I think this is just something interesting as fans of anime and as people that consume anime to be aware of. People are losing access to digital content that they had purchased. It's not like they got this digital content for free. They had to buy these Blu-rays in order to get access to redeem this digital content. And it's just a cautionary tale that every digital piece of media that we download, be it a video game or an anime or Attack on Titan, the final season part 49 version 1.4, it can be taken away because we don't own it. And I'm not saying you should never buy digital media. I still do. But I am saying, think about keeping your favorites in physical form. Think about what are the things that you really love that if you were never able to have internet again, you have physical copies of it. And you can actually watch those things and support physical media. Support physical media in the things that you really love and the things that you want to be able to have forever that nobody can come and take away from you, and you'll be able to pop it in the DVD or the PlayStation 4 unless you're like me and you have kids that they want to put Pokemon in the PlayStation 4. So instead of putting the Pokemon game, they put Pokemon cards in the PlayStation 4 and then it doesn't work for a year, and then you don't realize, and then you finally figure out, I digress, I have little children. But let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. If you're a Funimation subscriber, you will be automatically ported over to Crunchyroll, which is an awesome platform and has tons of amazing content. I watch Crunchyroll literally every day. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. That is free for you to do, and it really helps the channel a whole lot. And if you like this one, YouTube sales will probably like that one a lot too. And like I always say, my friends, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.